The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. Yes, my dear students, with this beautiful thought, I, Poonam Tripathi, your English teacher, welcome you all to our today's online class. Dear students, it is very important that we should have a heart which is full of charity for others and the heart which has the feelings of kindness. Dear students, I am sure that you all are kind enough to help others. And I am sure that you make practice of this quality in your day-to-day life. Just saying or having good intention does not mean anything unless and until you do something for others. Dear children, today we are going to discuss something which will really take you to the world of color and the world which is full of happiness. Now, dear children, tell me one thing. Do you like festivals? Yes? Why? Because it is full of colors, it is full of light, and especially it is full of happiness. Isn't it? Am I correct here? Do you like festivals or not? Tell me. I'm sure that every one of you like festival. Yes? When festival comes, what you do? You go to your worship place, you worship your Lord, isn't it? If Diwali comes, what you do? Diwali, Holi, Christmas, Eid, what you do? You worship your Lord, isn't it? Then you wear new clothes, you go to meet your friends, yes? And in Holi, what you do? You play with colors, beautiful colors, yes? And what we wish? We wish that our lives should also be full of these different colors, isn't it? Dear children, this is what we are going to see in our today's class. I am going to tell you story of a child whose name is Hamid. Yes, he is a very good and very caring child. Yes, but before I tell you about Hamid, I would like to tell you about the writer. Yes, the writer of this story. Yes, students, we are going to see today your MCB chapter number 3, Eidgah. And who is the writer of this story? Yes, anybody here? Any guess? The writer of this story is Munshi Premchand. Yes, the famous writer Munshi Premchand. Students, before I tell you the summary of this chapter, I would like to highlight some important points about the writer Munshi Premchand ji. Let's see. Munshi Premchand, whose original name was Dhanpat Rai Srivastav, was born on 31st July 1980 in village Lamhi near Varanasi, where his father was a clerk in the post office. He is a famous writer of the early 20th century. He died at 8th of October in 1936 by serving the people with his great writings. Dear children, he wrote many novels, short stories and books. I'm going to tell you about few of his novels and stories. And his famous novels are Krishna, Ruthi Rani, Godan, Gaban, Pratigya, and short stories. The famous short stories are Bade Bhai Sahab, Beti Ka Dhan, Pariksha, दुनिया का सबसे अनमोल रत्न. These are some famous short stories which are written by Munshi Premchand ji. Now, dear children, let's see our today's chapter. The name of this chapter is Eidgah. Okay, Eidgah. Now, what is the summary of this story? Students, this story is about Hamid and his grandmother. After this story, I'm sure that you will grow a passion of love and charity for others. And the same thing was with Hamid also. Hamid was very affectionate child. He had a great love for his grandmother. Yes, his parents were no more. He was only left with his grandmother. And he cared a lot for his grandmother. And what this story tells you, as I told you that we are very happy when festival comes, isn't it? We enjoy a lot, we wear new clothes. Yeah, our parents, they bring many things for us. Yeah, but it was not like this with Hamid, because Hamid, he belonged to a poor family, and I told you that his parents were no more. Yes, what happened when once Eid was approaching? His grandmother, she was very sad because they did not have enough. She gave some money to Hamid to go and enjoy with his friend. But what he did not buy any eatables for him. But what he did, he bought tongs for his grandmother. Do you know what is a tong? Yes, a pair of tongs. What does it mean? When we make chapati, we use this. Yes, it is a tool that we use while making chapatis. Yeah. What happened then? He bought that tongs for his grandmother. And when he came back, then his grandmother asked him, what you had? Did you eat anything or not? Then Hamid said, no. But I have brought this for you. And when grandmother, she saw that, she was surprised and she asked, why did you buy this? And you didn't eat anything? Then he said, no, I did not eat. But I brought this thing for you because whenever you make chapatis, you always burn your fingers. So dear children, when he was buying this tongs, you know what happened that time? His old friends, they were making fun of him. Yes, they were laughing at him. And they were saying, see this boy, what he is buying. Yeah, they were making fun. But he did not care for all these things. But what he cared? He thought of his grandmother. And he bought that tongs for his grandmother. And when she came to know that his small child, he thought this much for her, her eyes were full of tears. Yes, she was just surprised by thinking that such a small boy and he thinks like this. So, dear students, this was the act of kindness. Yes, so now we'll read this chapter, okay? So, I request you all to open your MCB chapter number 3, Eidgah. Students, see, these are the new words, right, of this page, because we are going to do page number 13, right? And these words belongs to page number 13, right? So first we will see these new words and their pronunciation, right? And then I'll tell you the meaning of these words, okay? So our first word is Eidgah, okay? This is Eidgah. Next is Ramzan, then Eid, then Ago, Hovel, gloom, then this is despair, 8th is blister, 9th is gape at. 10th is descended. 11th is suspended. Okay? Suspended. So students, these are the new words of this page, right? And now I'll tell you the meaning of these words so that it will be easy for you to understand the meaning, especially when it comes while reading. Okay? So let's see the first word, right? Which is also the name of the story, right? And what is that? Eidgah. Eidgah. Now let's see what is the meaning of Eidgah. A place set apart for public prayers on the occasion of Eid, right? So Eidgah is a place, right, which is kept for what? For public prayers. Okay, at the occasion of Eid, people go and they pray. So what is Eidgah? What is the meaning of Eidgah? This is a place separately kept for the public prayers. Is that okay? Now let's see the next word. Next is Ramzan. Okay. Now, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, a month of fasting for worshippers. Okay. So, this is the 9th month of Islamic calendar when these people, they fast. Okay. Next is Eid. The Islamic festival of Eid ul-Fitr at the end of the month of Ramzan. Now, ago, very eager to see or hear something. Right? Sometimes we are very much agog. We want to know everything out of curiosity. Yeah? Sometimes it happens when nobody wants to tell you something, but you are eager to know what is going on, what is going on. That is ago. Very eager to see or hear something. Next is hovel. A small, dirty house. I told you that Hamid, he belonged to a poor family. Yes? So, a small, dirty house. Next is gloom. Sadness. Sometimes we make gloomy faces, isn't it? If your friend is not well, or maybe sad, then he makes faces. Then you can say, why are you making such a gloomy face? Gloomy face means sad face. Okay. Next is despair. The feeling of having lost all hope. Yes? What sort of feeling is this? A very negative feeling. When person feels that everything is now over, has lost all the hope. Right? But dear children, this is not at all good. We should always be positive in our approach. Never be negative. Okay? Now next is blisters. Now what is the meaning of blisters? Sores on the skin caused by friction or burning. Right? Sometimes when you touch hot pan or any vessel or any utensil, then you get burn here. Right? In your fingers or anywhere, right? Then you get blisters, right? Blisters, small, you can see that like sores, some balls types, right? Then gape at, stare with one's mouth open wide, like this, gape at, looking at something with wide mouth open. Now descended, moved downwards, okay. Next is suspended. This is hung, right? Now, so dear students, you all know that we are on page number 13. Yes, page number 13th, right? So we have gone through these new words and now we know the meaning also of these words, right? Now what we will do, we will see the chapter. Okay, now I'm going to read. What you have to do, you have to keep highlighter in your hand, and wherever you find the new words or any difficult word or any another new word, you have to underline that. Okay, so shall we start now? So everybody, I'm on first line. Okay, so pay attention here. Let's see. A full 30 days after Ramzan comes Eid. That I told you that it comes after full 30 days of Ramzan. Okay. Now, it was a glorious morning and the village was agog with excitement. Yes. So, glorious morning, a beautiful morning, right? Now, and the village was agog with excitement. Everybody was very excited. Why they were excited? Because they had to go to Eidgah, right? Now, people were getting ready to go to the Eidgah, right? Now, but the happiest of all was Hamid, a little boy of 4 or 5. Now, who was the happiest one? Who was the happiest one? Who was the happiest one in the village? Hamid. What is the age of Hamid? Yes. What is the age of Hamid? He is just a little boy of 4 or 5, right? Next. An orphan, he lived with his grandmother Amina and slept in her protective arms, thinking that his father would come back with bags full of money and his mother would be back from heaven with beautiful gifts. See, a very small child, a little child of just 4 or 5 years old. Yes. He lived with his grandmother, right? Because his parents were no more. Now, what is the name of the grandmother? Amina, right? And what was the hope of this child? Yes, what was the hope of the child? What he was thinking about his mother and father? He felt that his father will bring a bag which is full of what? Which is full of money, and his mother would come back from heaven and she'll also bring what? Gifts. A lot of gifts. Yes, this was just the hope of the child. You know, the small students, small children, what they do? They just keep on hoping. Yeah, I'll buy this thing, I want this thing or that. So these are the wishes of small children, right? Because they don't know if or but. What they want, they want. Yeah. So this was the hope of this little child. Now let's see the second paragraph. What is given there? Poor Amina sat in her hovel and cried. Where she sat? In her hovel, means in the dirty house. She sat and she cried because she was very sad. And why she was sad? It was Eid and she didn't have a grain of food in the house. Nothing was there in the house. She was very sad because it was the occasion of Eid. Yeah, and nothing is there. She was filled with gloom and despair when Hamid entered the hut and said, "You must not worry, Amma. I will be back before anyone else." What happened? Hamid came meanwhile and he said, "Don't worry, Amma. I will come back before anyone else come." Right? And she was worried. Why she was worried? She was worried because nothing was there in the house. Right? That's why she was worried. Now let's see the third paragraph. Amina felt a tightening around her heart. Tightening around her heart. What does it mean? What does it mean? She was hurt. She was sad. Yes? Other children were going with their fathers, but Hamid had no one to accompany him. Yes? See, because other old children, they were going with their parents, with their father. Yes? To Eidgah, to worship, and after that, to enjoy. Yes? But what about Hamid? Hamid had no parents. Only grandmother was there. Right? So she felt very bad. And she was sad also. Yes? Why? because nobody was there to take Hamid. Yes? Now, he had no shoes and had to walk 3 miles. Hamid, he didn't have shoes also. And he had to walk 3 miles, right? And don't forget that he is just 4 or 5 years old, a small child, a little child, right? Now what happened next? He would get blisters. There were only 8 paise in the house, 3 in Hamid's pocket and 5 in Amina's pouch, right? I already told you that they didn't have anything to eat. There was nothing in the house, right? And how much money they have? Only 8 paise. 3 was with Hamid and 5 with Amina, right? Now the next is, the villagers started for the fair. Means they started moving to the fair. Fair you know very well, yes? So you enjoy swings also there, yes? And whenever you people go outside, what you do? You enjoy the swings, you enjoy the rides, you buy many new clothes or toys and eatable things, isn't it? Yes? And you wait for these occasions to come, isn't it? Especially in Dussehra and all, what you do? You go and buy many things, right? But here, the matter is totally different. Here, Hamid belongs to a poor family and parents are also no more. Yes? So, that's why grandmother was very sad for Hamid, right? Now what happened? Hamid was walking along with the other children, right? Hamid went with his friends, with other children. Now, why were they walking so slowly? Whatever caught their eyes, they would stand and gape at in wonder. What happened? The friends, what they were doing, they were walking very slowly because they were looking at all the things, whatever were coming on the way. Isn't it? So they were walking very slowly. Gape at it. That means stare with one's mouth open wide. They were surprised to see those things. Yeah, and they were very excited also to see and to enjoy all these things. That's why they were walking slowly, because they were looking at all the things, right? Now what happened? Hamid felt he had wings on his feet. But this was not the same with Hamid. Hamid was not walking so slowly. He didn't look at all these things as his friends. He was walking very fast. But why? Suddenly they could see the Eidgah. Right? Suddenly they could see the Eidgah. They saw Eidgah. Right? Now what happened? There were rows upon rows of worshippers as far as I could see, spilling well beyond the mosque courtyard. Here neither wealth nor status matters, because in the eyes of Islam all men are equal. Students, you can see here in the picture that people, they sat there in rows, right? And what they are doing? They are doing worship, right? And here, no one is big or small, because in the eyes of God, all are same. We all are same. Yes? Whether a person is rich or poor, but in the eyes of God, we all are equal. We all are same, right? So here you can see that people, they sat in rows and they are doing what? Worship. Yeah, they are worshipping their God. Now, the prayers were over. Right? They went to Eidgah. I told you the meaning of Eidgah. This is a separate place kept for public prayers. Right? So after this prayer, what happened? Now the prayers were over. Men embraced each other. They hugged each other. Yes. Then they descended on the sweet shops. Descended means move downwards, right? Now because prayers, it was over. Prayers were over now. So the people, what they did, they started moving from there, right? Now, then they descended on the sweet shops, right? A merry-go-round, wooden horses and camels suspended on rods and toy vendors. Yes, when you go to fair, what all things you see? You see swings, right? Then you see toy vendors, camels suspended like this, okay? Wooden horses also you see. What you do? You enjoy all those rides, right? And then what else? You make your parents also, means you trouble them, I think so. I want this, buy this thing for me, I want this ball or this thing or that thing, isn't it? You make many requests to your parents to buy these things and they get all these things for you also. Yes? So here the other children, they started doing this thing, and the people, after doing this prayer, they started moving towards different shops. They started buying, they started purchasing all these things. And children, you know very well that they like sweets, right? So they rushed towards the sweet shops and swings, merry-go-round, wooden horses, right? They started enjoying all these things. But who was not enjoying this thing? Who was looking at something else? Hamid was the one who was not interested in these things. He had something else in his mind. Now, Hamid's friends Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noor and Sami rode on the camels and horses, right? So, Hamid's friends, all these were Hamid's friends. Who all were Hamid's friends? Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noor, Sami. What they did? They started riding on camels and horses. Means they started enjoying themselves after the prayers. Right? So dear children, this was page number 13. Right? So we did the reading also, and we saw the explanation along with the new words and its meaning. Right? Now what you will do? Something you also have to do. Yes? So what you will do? You will go through these new words, right? You will write down these new words, okay? And the meaning also, you will go through this page once again, right? So you have to read it, right? Read and try to see the explanation and all, and learn these new words with their meanings, okay? So in the next class, we'll go to the next page, that is page number 14. Okay, we'll read and we'll see the explanation. Yes, hope that you enjoyed today's class. Okay, so till the time we meet next, take care, stay home, and thanks for watching.